back to day number 7 of Vlogmas. It is December 1st. I bet you were wondering if we would ever get to December during Vlogmas, but here we are. It is the first day that we are going to be doing advent calendars. I'm super excited. Advent calendars are a big thing in our home. They have been since my kids were really little. I used to do a tradition that I created that probably other people have as well, but I had never seen it before. I had done it, of advent bags, where during the month of November, the kids would get a bag, like a brown paper bag, lunch bag, to decorate each day with stickers and markers and crayons. This was when my kids were very little, just Emma and Jack. And then each day I would put a Bible verse, a little chocolate once they got a little bit older, and some sort of craft or activity thing in the bag. And then they would open them during Advent in December. And so it was a way for me to have something for the kids to do each morning while I was trying to drink my coffee while it was hot and get my morning routine done. My kids have always been early risers until they got older, and now everybody sleeps in and I'm still awake super early, so I have hours of time before everybody gets up now. But we continue doing Advent bags pretty much until Lucy was a couple of years old, and then it got to be too much for me to manage that, because I was trying to get some little activity for each kid, and that was kind of crazy. And so now we do purchased advent calendars, and we also have a couple of family calendars. I did share all of these calendars earlier, maybe in November I did, but I'm really excited. I'm crossing my fingers that the ones that I got for Jack and Emma work out okay, because sometimes you purchase advent calendars and you don't know anything about them. It's not like a Lego advent calendar or some particular character. Like for the little kids, they're more older ones. So anyways, we'll see. I was up at 4 because why not? That seems to be a good time. I actually went to bed at 9 last night, so I felt like I got a good amount of sleep. I did my plan this morning. I went through and did my Advent study. I actually caught up from yesterday because I did not start my Advent study yesterday like I was supposed to, because November 30th for the first day of Advent just seems so early to me. I'm never going to get over that, I think. I struggle with when Thanksgiving is late in November. Lucy is awake upstairs and she's waiting for Jack and Emma to wake up, but I may just go tell her that she can come down because I think Jack and Emma will end up sleeping in a little bit. I do have to get some laundry in, so I think I'm going to try and get my laundry in now. I just have one load of laundry. I did a bunch of laundry this weekend that is sorted and ready for the kids to put away, so they'll do that. And I do need to go to the grocery store. I don't really want to go to the grocery store, but tomorrow I think we're supposed to get like a foot of snow, maybe 8 to 10 inches of snow. So it'll be our first significant snowfall of this season. I'm really excited about that, but it means that the grocery shopping is going to be crazy. Maybe it won't be too bad, but we'll see. I do need to get some food though, because we don't have any food. We've gone through our leftovers and everything that I have in the freezer from Thanksgiving, like the turkey and stuff. I can't really make, I guess I could make soup and then freeze the leftovers, but that's such a hassle because when I make a big pot of soup, I want to eat it for a couple of days. So I don't know what I'm going to make. We do have the fridge guy coming on Thursday, which I mentioned yesterday. However, that's also my first live stream goal setting workshop kind of day. And of course, we don't know what time they're going to be coming on Thursday. So this is going to be an interesting experience. I'm going to go tell Lucy that she can come downstairs and see the table and stuff, and then get the laundry in. Hello, sleepy children, except for Lucy. Are we excited? Oh my gosh, you already ate the candy? See, you haven't even... Yes. Yeah, did you guys see the family ones? Warning. Now it's just bags.
Yeah.
Open me first, it says. But is this day one?
It's transparent.
I got a sponge. It's really, really soft. Oh, it's
Get the batteries in. Very nice.
this one is like. You can lift it up in the air.
The kitchen is all cleaned up. It's about 11:30. The groceries just were delivered and I got everything put away. Our downstairs freezer is quite full at the moment. I'm thankful that we have the freezer at least so we can get frozen food to heat up. It's not ideal, but I'm trying to make the best of things. Now I think what I'm going to do, because I really am pretty much just done with everything, I'm going to sit down for a little while and work on my goals like I said earlier. But now that everything's kind of put away and tidied, I can just sit down next to the tree and relax, maybe make myself a cup of decaf, kind of reflect on my goals for 2025, which it's really crazy that this year has gone by as fast as it has. I may have mentioned this at some point. I know I talked about it in my membership community some, that I feel like time is moving so much faster now, really since 2020, and I've been doing a lot of research about it, and it seems like because of the amount of inputs that we have each day, that constant dopamine hit, that we aren't creating the pathways in our brains for memories the same way that we used to. And so it's always new and it's always shocking, and we don't hold on to it, which makes time go faster, or at least it feels like it's going faster. It's kind of similar to, if you sit down to look at reels or shorts or TikTok or whatever, the time goes by so quick. It's like you don't even recognize how long you've been doing that thing. And breaking some of those habits is challenging. And it's really interesting to me to think about all of that information. I know I'm probably not explaining it all that well, but it is something I've been thinking about a lot as I consider going into 2026 and this desire for a real analog year, which I know is not realistic. It's not realistic to be completely offline. It's not realistic to be a Luddite. You kind of have to make some boundaries so that you can do the best that you can with your current situation. I'm not entirely sure what it will look like for me, but I'm feeling such a pull to move more towards analog systems. And I mean, I still do a lot of analog stuff with my planning and with my goals and all of that kind of stuff. I have been talking a lot about Notion in the fall as well, which is a digital note-taking, organization, project management tool, which I think can be very helpful as well. But I'm really feeling this desire to just take a big step back from all of the online stuff. I don't know. And I don't know how that works with my work, which is all online. So it's really interesting to ponder and consider, especially as I'm thinking about goals for next year. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I will check in a little while and let you know how everything is going. But it's been a really good day so far. I'm feeling like I can take a breath, and I really needed that. So that's where we're at. Coffee would be good. Okay, it is about 1 o'clock and I have a call at 1 that I want to jump on. I just finished setting up my December kind of dashboard pages in my Common Planner. I thought originally that I was going to move into my 2026 Common Planner in December, because it does have a December monthly calendar, and then all of the blank pages are blank. There's no dates on those. The weekly planning doesn't actually start until the last week in December, I believe, because that runs into the first week of January 2026. But I decided that I'm going to set up my December in the Common Planner that I've been using since May. And the reason is because I'm still doing all of my goals reflection in the new Common Planner, and I don't want to skip a bunch of pages thinking that I will use X number of pages for goal planning and then start setting up December and then have to take some more time, because I'm still trying to consider how I'm going to set up the pages, the blank pages in the back of the book. I am planning to use it for common placing, but I'm also planning to have maybe some weekly spreads that are like a weekly overview / review, similar to what is in the season by season planner. Let me grab that so I can show you. So this is the weekly season by season planner. I absolutely love this planner because it does have goal focused pages at the start of each quarter, and there is a little bit of prep work at the beginning of the book. I do have a full review and walkthrough of this if you're interested. These may still be on sale. I know they were at a deep discount over Black Friday / Cyber Monday. I will leave it linked for you because this might be a great planner for you for 2026. What I really like is this weekly refresh 2-page spread right before the planning pages for the weekly planner. They also have a daily planner, and it also has a weekly refresh, but it's just 1 page instead of 2. But I really like that there's all of this list space because I do my brain dump each week. And then I really like this weekly refresh section. What matters this week on my mind? What's ahead? Habits to tend and gratitude. I don't know that I would necessarily use all of these sections, but it made me want to consider what would be good for a weekly refresh for me. And really that is because I have been revisiting all of my habits, rhythms, systems each month of everything that I do. One of those things is my weekly planning. And I think that I would do well having some sort of weekly refresh section, but I'm unsure what I would want to keep track of. And my common planner is a B5 size, so it's plenty big for plenty of writing. I don't know that I would necessarily use one every week. And so I've considered maybe setting up a quarter's worth of weekly refresh pages and do, 1 page instead of 1 2-page spread, just have 1 B5 page for each week. For a quarter, I've thought about just having 52 weeks and listing everything out. I'm unsure how I want to work it. It might be better for me to have it within the months. I'm really taking some time to consider my, this is just a calendar that I printed off of Canva of 2026. My quarterly reset weeks that I implemented this past year, my 13th week from the 12-week year book. I've also recently started watching a YouTuber. What is her name? Her name is Jess. I cannot remember what her channel is at the moment, but she has referred to cyclic planning, and that is very similar to what I've been doing this year, although I just didn't have a name for it. But I really like that cyclic planning, and she does quarterly goal setting. I also do quarterly goal setting, but I also have my overarching yearly goals. But I'm just trying to figure out if I can come up with a way to really utilize that cyclic planning, because I do tend to, I've noticed over the past year, I will start my new goals on a Monday, and it's usually the first Monday of the month, whatever month it is. So for instance, January, my goals for January will not start until January 5th. I will not be starting 2026 the week after Christmas. I will take that week between Christmas and New Year's, even though New Year's is on a Thursday, and have that as just kind of a reset week for the year, and prepping and getting ready and just relaxing after the holiday. And we'll start back to homeschool on the 5th as well. So that will be the start of 2026 for me. So I'm kind of trying to play around with that to see what it will look like, especially when I have to take into account the fact that we're homeschooling and which weeks we'll be off for homeschooling. Because I noticed in September, I had my quarterly reset, and then the following week was a week off for homeschool, and that was kind of a lot because my quarterly reset week was a little bit lighter with me doing work with the kids. I mean, it wasn't completely off. I was still doing work with the kids, and I wasn't doing my quarterly refresh stuff until usually the afternoons. but I was distracted because I was thinking of all of the things that I wanted to do during my quarterly refresh. So I'm just doing a lot of considering today about planners and stuff, but I'm actually going to wrap up this vlog here. I know that there is still a lot of content to come this month, and I could probably make a really long video today, but I think it's already pretty long. So I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm excited about what is ahead. I have some Erin Condren goodies that I got from Black Friday. I have some Archer and Olive stuff coming in the mail, hopefully soon, that I can't wait to share with you. I've never purchased anything from Archer and Olive before, so I'm really excited about that. But I'm just going to continue working in my planners and continue my goals reflection for 2025 and getting all of that stuff ready. I'm feeling finally at a place where I can start to think about 2026, and it's kind of exciting. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another Vlogmas vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around home and homeschool and goals, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. Again, we are having a goal focus during our live streams this month. My live streams are Thursdays in our membership community. I would love to have you there. I will leave that linked in the description box if you're interested. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow with a new vlog. Bye guys.